Hey Facebook, I'm Leanna Aguilera, and I'm so thrilled right now because my favorite character from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is in studio with us right now, the lovely Ming-Na Wen. Thank you so much for coming in right now.
Ming-Na Wen.
Oh, excuse me, yes. But I was thinking of Melinda May.
That's right, that's right.
But oh my gosh, we have got to talk about the fact that you have gone full dark in this last pod.
I know.
How much fun has that been for you to play Evil May?
It's been so much fun that I didn't realize subconsciously I came to this interview wearing Hydra colors. It's so fun being evil. You know, I mean, for 4 years I've had to be the tiresome, heroic character of Agent May, saving people or coming in as the cavalry. And I didn't think that May could be even more expressionless and more mean looking. So it was really fun to try to like hit to that extra notch.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And for all you fans who are tuning in right now, send us your fan questions because we are going to be answering them right now. We also have an exclusive clip from tonight's episode that we will be teasing for you guys, so get excited about that.
And if you don't, I'm going to come after you.
But it has been so fun to really see that like Fitz and May have really gone into the darkness of it all in this framework pod. Have you guys been like bouncing off evil looks at each other on set and really just finding that dark side?
No, you know, Ian and I hate each other, so it's not a problem whatsoever to just look evil eye at each other. He's so annoying. Joking. I love you, Ian. But the only thing is, I think what's been really difficult with, you know, doing the framework episodes is that to justify everything that, you know, that we've done. Ada has taken one regret out of each of our characters, and you would think that that would help to make these characters have a more fulfilling, happy life by removing their one big regret. For May, it was killing the little inhuman girl in Bahrain, and that scarred her. And for, you know, Fitz, it's, I'm not sure if I can reveal his one regret.
I was waiting for that.
I almost slipped up.
I was like, if I'm really quiet, she'll drop a spoiler.
Fortis is putting on the look. So I'm glad I caught myself. But, so it's the one regret.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it actually created a whole other dimension of wrong. So it's fascinating, just, you know, philosophically to think about that.
Well, it's been so fun, the fact that S.H.I.E.L.D. has really broken up the season into so many different pods. What has that been like for you as an actor? Is it fun to have those specific breaks?
Yeah, I think that's the genius of our producers and our writers, because most, like, other series now have the 8-episode, 13-episode arc, and trying to create a story arc for 22 episodes for any character, it is difficult, and it drags it out. And so I think having these small pods where we have a faster arc and we can tell a story, you know, from beginning, middle to end, and still tie it in to the next, what we call pods, it's much more fun to play.
Yeah.
And I think it creates a greater diversity for all our characters, as you know, each adventure takes us to a new you know, new psychological scarring.
Well, I'm really nervous because May has been in the framework longer than anyone else.
Yes.
Are we going to see if that's going to like affect her mentality of it all?
Yeah, I think, you know, that was the thing that we questioned with our writers, is it like a dream where sometimes you wake up and you feel like it was a traumatic dream, but you can't remember what happened, and then you just go on with your life? Or is it something that lingers and stays with them and they do remember? So, and I don't know if I could give an answer to that. We'll leave it ambiguous. We'll leave it a little ambiguous whether it does have a lingering effect.
We are getting so many amazing fan questions in from you guys right now. Arini wants to know, can we have hope for Philinda?
Aww.
We got a
I
little,
love our
like,
Philinda fans.
It was really like bittersweet in that last pod, but
Yes.
of course, you know, the entire time we know that May was a life model decoy, so...
LMDs, which I had to just teach my girlfriend what that was. Yeah, I think it's wonderful that the our Philinda fans got a little taste, a little visual eye candy of what can happen with these two characters if they did hook up. But I kind of like the fact that because they have such great respect for each other and the struggle to connect on that level. I think for the both of them, because they've been through so much and they are such amazing colleagues and they have such history and respect for each other. It's scary, you know. It's really, really scary to take that next step and make it a little bit more romantic, I think.
Are you
I
a
like
fan
playing.
of the couple?
I am.
Yeah?
I'm a huge fan of the couple. I think it's it's lovely to have romance kind of lingering for the veterans, I want to say. So it's not just all for the young loves.
Definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes. Yeah. There's a greater maturity and a different level of angst that's different from the young loves, I think.
Well, you guys are bringing a lot of angst with this latest pod, and I want to toss to our exclusive clip that we have from tonight's episode because it is oh so juicy. So let's go ahead and toss to that, and you and I can discuss.
I should have had better judgment that day.
Best not to dwell on the past. What's important is our future.
No. It's the present we need to worry about. The inhuman threat keeps growing. The Patriot hijacked a prison transport. It's time we take him out.
I admire your resolve, Agent May. The truth is we may have a weapon that can beat him. But there are risks involved.
It's only a risk if you have something to lose.
Are you volunteering for the task?
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra!
Hail Hydra!
I hate hearing you say that.
It's
No,
so good.
it's not good.
Hail Hydra.
But I loved how the second that clip started, you guys, she goes, that was when I could walk. Because
With
we've
both
got to
legs.
talk about the fact that you injured yourself on
Yeah.
set. You showed up at WonderCon. I think you were going to give the fans a heart attack with this brace. It still looks amazing with your outfit,
This
though.
one is actually the bionic kind of like really cool brace.
Yeah.
I'm kind of loving it because I can bend my leg now with
very
it. and
LMD.
it's more yes, it is very LMD. I am such a method actor. But in reality, it's it was an injury that I sustained doing a fight scene, and so it's kind of like badass. Oh, can I
Totally.
say
And
badass?
you're rocking it really
Yeah,
well.
right?
I
And,
mean,
but for me, I'm trying to use it also as a way to like encourage people, because now I really, really feel for anyone who is handicapped by any sort of injury or in life in general. But don't let it stop you from doing the things that I worked all last couple of weeks with it, and you just kind of like it's mind over matter in a way, and just it's going to be something that needs to be taken care of. I'd like to say it was from pole dancing. Because I think that's even cooler, but I think for our fans,
does this make you skeptical in the future about doing your own stunts?
No, I'm hoping that I'll come back better and stronger because I have to do more rehab. I have to really make my muscles even better and stronger so it can handle the fight scenes and stuff.
Well, I love that you've even been rocking the brace as you're doing voiceover work for Mulan.
Yes.
That is, I think, my favorite job on your resume is the fact that you brought Mulan to life for us all. What can you tell us about this live-action movie? Does it have your blessing?
Wow, I wish I could say that it needs it. I'm really hoping that for the fans as well as for me, I would love to have a part in it in some way, and we'll see. Knock on wood. We're having conversations, and I know the fans really want it and love it. And some of them even go, well, why don't you just play Mulan? And I'm like, yeah, but it's Mulan the later years.
No way.
But it's I'm very excited that they want to do a live action because they've done so amazing with all the movies, you know, from Maleficent to Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, that I'm really looking forward to the live action one.
Definitely. Is there anyone that you could imagine playing Mulan that you're like championing for?
Oh gosh, I just hope that definitely, you know, she's for my own personal, she's Chinese in her heritage.
Yeah.
Because even though, you know, we're Pan-Asian, it is specifically a Chinese folklore, and I really think, you know, someone with that ethnic background really just adds more to the story.
And of course, it just stays true to
Yes,
it all.
yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
We're still getting so many amazing fan questions and comments. Christy says she literally just watched Mulan last night. It's her all-time favorite, so thank you.
Thank you.
Alex wants to know, how's your knee feeling right now?
It feels good. How's it looking? That's what I like to know.
It looks great.
It looks good, right? Yeah, there's no bruising, it's good.
Caitlin wants to know if you would ever want to bring Agent May to one of the Marvel movies.
Yes, and yes, and yes. You know, I think Marvel likes to try to maintain a separation between their television counterparts and characters versus the cinematic world, but it would be so fantastic because we do have kind of an in, you know, with Phil Coulson.
I mean,
since
I would
he's
hope
been
so.
in the cinematic.
Yeah.
I would love it. I know my kids always ask about it, so yeah.
Do your kids realize how cool you are?
No.
What do we have to do? Like, can we just show them your amazing, impressive resume? Like,
Yeah. No, they're proud of me, but no.
Well, you were saying that your daughter, we were trying to figure out her social media accounts earlier. So upset.
Yeah, I can't get a Facebook account. I don't know how I lost it. I don't know what I did, but I can't log back in. So I will try to figure it out for you and start doing more of that social media stuff.
Envy wants to know, do you still hang out with BJ Britt, and any chance we could have him back on the show?
Okay, I love BJ. I love him, love him, love him. We call ourselves two peas in a pod.
Oh.
And it's just like he is we love laughing together, and we have the same sort of quirky sense of humor, and it's a little sick. But I don't know. I mean, he is a busy man. He's been really, really busy working. So I would love to work with him again. So we'll see.
Well, Sarah wants to know if there's been an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that has been your all-time favorite.
Oh, that's hard. That's a really tough question.
I'll give you 3.
Okay. You know what? I always say it's the pilot episode.
Yeah.
Only because that's where Agent May was created by Joss Whedon. All the other characters that were in there, except for Phil Coulson, was created. And that's the birth of our show. And I can't believe that we just wrapped our 4th season. And it's been an incredible journey of, just wonderful cast and crew and writers and producers, and it's an incredible family. And so my pilot episode, my pilot,
your pilot.
For my favorite one is the pilot episode.
No, but it has been really wonderful because Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was one of Marvel's very first television show adaptations.
Yes.
And now there have been so many, but this really sparked the craze of it all.
I think so. Yeah, we're kind of like the mothership.
Yeah. You guys are like the OG.
Oh yeah.
The OG agents. Well, looking ahead, what can you tease that's coming up in this last Framework pod?
Oh gosh.
Is it as crazy as Chloe had told us about a couple months ago?
It is. It's extremely moving. It is crazy. It's very action packed, and for us, it was incredibly confusing at times to try to justify everything that was happening to these characters, and how they, intertwine between the real world and the framework world, and how Ada fits into all of it. And I'm just so happy that the fans are loving this last pod, and I'm just realizing that everybody likes the bad guys.
I know.
It's so weird. They love us being evil.
It really upsets me every time you say Hail Hydra, but It's so fun, and it's so cool.
I know. That was a big surprise.
Yeah?
That was a really nice surprise for all of us, that people just ate it up, you know. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens after, you know, or if we even get out of the framework.
Well, when they first told you about framework, and they told you specifically about May being a Hydra leader, what was your initial reaction? Were you worried about any backlash at all?
I was, you know, and when I first put on the costume with the Hydra logo, I hated it. I really did. I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel right, you know. So, and just her mentality, because, you know, I always played May where she was guarded in her feelings, but she was always extremely compassionate and always, you know, wanted to protect her family, and that's why she was the cavalry. She ultimately, it's about doing good and protecting the innocent. And with Hydra May, it's all about vengeance and callousness and coldness and just, you know, no rhyme or reason. The Inhumans have to go, and she's going to do everything she can to get rid of them. So it's fun.
You've gotten to do so many amazing things over these past 4 seasons. Yeah. What is still on your S.H.I.E.L.D. bucket list for May? What do you still want to do?
A musical? No.
I mean, everybody else is doing them. You might as well.
I don't know. I think.
Really though, could we see?
Wouldn't that be crazy? Hey, in the framework, anything can happen.
I mean,
what happens in the framework stays in the framework. Yeah. Oh God, for May, I think. You know, for her to find happiness and love. I mean, she tried it with Andrew, and that didn't work out too well. So she might be a little gun shy about it, you know, no pun intended.
Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that May and Coulson will end up together.
Yeah, I think everyone is hoping for that. But, you know, it's weird because, like, we're such, you know,
you're such good friends.
We're just like brothers and sisters offset, but, you know.
Well, we will see what happens. Thank you so much for stopping in and chatting with us.
Yes.
It's been so amazing. And for all you fans, make sure you are tuning in to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. every Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. to see evil Philinda May take over. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.